Hello everybody, how is everyone doing? I hope you're having a very fantastic week. On this episode, I am going to show you how to set up and how to execute your Numlock trick or autocast of skills in Diablo 3. Now, there is going to be another pro tip bonus by the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so settings, okay? Press ESC or escape, click on options, click on key bindings, go down to the gameplay section. I'm going down a little bit until we can see force move. Okay, so first let's set our force move to our scroll wheel. Yes, our mouse scroll wheel. I am going to explain why later on. So click on the button below key 1, either scroll up or down. In my case it's down, I'm just keeping it down, and then under key 2 click on the button and use the opposite direction. That's it. Your force move is set. Now you also need to set your action bar skills 1, 2, 3 and 4 to your numpad's numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. For that, you first check if your numlock is active. So if your keyboard already has an LED showing if your numlock is on or off, easy enough. If it's not on, toggle it on. If it doesn't have an LED and you need to know if it's on or off, you just press enter to pop open your chat and try to type 1, 2, 3, 4 on it using your numpad buttons. If you can type those, that means your numlock is already on. If you cannot type those, tap your numlock button and test it. It should go okay on that one. Now, under key 2, we're going to click on the one for action bar skill 1 and press number 1. Then number 2, press 2. Number 3, press 3, and number 4, press 4. Simple like that. Press accept and then return to game. Very simple, right? Alright, step 2 is deciding which skills you need or should numlock, because some skills should not go there, like skills that are attacks or skills that are very crucial on very specific situations should not be numlocked, because you want to be able to use them only when necessary, instead of them just going off either all the time as attacks or either having them going off as soon as they're out of cooldown, because they should be situational, right? So choose your skills well and then move to step 3. On step 3, we start numlocking skills. So in our case, we're going to be using numbers 1, 3 and 4. They are buff skills, and usually you want buffs and maybe some debuffs on your numlock, like debuffs that have like very short cooldown that you basically just spam are okay to go there, but debuffs like this case that have some sort of cooldown and that are very crucial to specific situations would not go there. So to numlock trick our numbers 1, 3 and 4, what we're going to do is we hold down number 1, we press numlock, and then we let go of number 1, then we press numlock again. So we're doing the same now to number 3, press 3, numlock, let go, numlock, press 4, numlock, let go, numlock. That's it. Our skills will be cast automatically as soon as they are out of cooldown. You've just seen number 3 going off, you're about to see number 1, and as soon as Akrat's champion comes out of cooldown, there we go. It goes off automatically. They'll just keep going off until you deactivate them or alt tab. If you leave the game window, they stop doing that. Okay, so let's go to the next step. So this is the simplest task or step of them all. It is deactivating your numlocked skills. And you literally just need to pop the numbers you have numlocked. Your numlock has to be on for this. If your numlock is off, it doesn't work. So 1, 3, 4. There it is. As you can see, I'm not typing. If I don't have my hands there, it's more probable that they won't go off, right? But as you can see, they stopped being cast. And it's useful to know this in case you don't want to alt-tab, like, let's say your game might crash if you go off the window, or you just don't want to just like alt-tab every time and then come back into the game and so on. This is how you deactivate it. Crazy, right? Now, remember when we set our scroll wheel as force move? I'm going to show you why. So as my shortest cooldown on my skill bar right now is number 2, I am going to use it so that it keeps coming out of cooldown, and it's easier to show you why we set scroll wheel up and down as moving. Okay, so numlocking number 2 there, holding 2, numlock, letting go of 2, numlock. Just like the others. As you can see, bam, it's going off automatically. Now notice that if I hold down my left click to walk, it stops. It's not being cast anymore. If I let go of my click, boom, it goes off. So if you hold down a click, either left or right click, it will stop your autocast. So a fix to that is using the force move on scrolls up and down. Now, if I just scroll up and down real quick, it keeps going off. It doesn't get stopped by anything being held down because I'm not holding down any buttons. You know, it's cool. And there's a bonus for that. Like, notice how I can actually like kind of walk around there without actually clicking the mirror or going into the challenge rift or talking to the NPC. This means that you can just stand around pylons without clicking on them. Like, if you have a build that needs you not to cast a spell, which is really awkward but might happen, you can just walk like this while not casting anything, so you don't come out of your special forms. That's why we have that. Now, what about that bonus? To the bonus, right? So, the bonus tip here is Elective Mode. If you don't know what that is, let me show you. So, press Ask, Options, Gameplay, and Elective Mode there on the Interface tab. And as you can read, enable full customization of skill selection and placement on the action bar. What that means is, it's on, I can just click accept and return to game. Now what that means is, if I open my skills list, I can now drag and drop skills around my skill bar. Like, I'm holding it, dragging it there. When I let go, the other one became my pointer, so I just click on wherever I want it to go. Like, I can actually drop this one there, and now this one there, and they're back to normal. This is advantage number 1. Advantage number 2 is that when you're actually setting your skills up, you can just go there and use your arrows, and then you can select, this is a challenge rift, so I cannot select any other skills, but usually your left click is limited to your primary skills, right? On this case, as you can already see, it has Fist of Heavens there, and this is due to Elective Mode. So you'll open your skills, they will have those arrows so you can navigate there. In this case, selecting Fist of Heavens, selecting the rune, and hitting accept, and it will become your non-primary left click skill. You can do this to all your skills there. So dragging and dropping, or having a different skill associated to a slot that it wouldn't usually be allowed. Now that you have learned everything there is to know about Diablo 3, or at least the beginning of it. Thank you for coming along. If this video has helped you, please drop a like and consider subscribing. This is what keeps us going. I stream Diablo 3 on Twitch every single day on this link down below. You can just show up, chat with me, chat with chat, and even play with me too. We have a very nice community. Everybody is very lovely and you'll be very welcome. Thank you again. See you on the next one. Bye bye.